So it's FPV Friday. Now I thought in this video, and I think it's a very important video guys, is making sure that your Avata 2 is nice and clean. There's no problems with it. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a quick check over first and then we'll do a bit of cleaning, because if you watch through my previous videos, I've been flying really low, a lot of dust, and obviously it does get sucked up. So let's go through it. So, I mean, the first thing I want to check is obviously my motion controller. And I've mentioned many times from the beginning of flying this that you do need to have that strap on there, because if that falls, there's a good chance that that joystick could get damaged. But anyway, looking at the moment, it's looking all nice and tidy. There's no cracks on there. And to be quite honest, considering I go outside in the dust, because it's really dusty here in Spain, it's in pretty good nick, so that's already been done. I'm going to go on to my batteries, because I think also checking your batteries over as well is another important thing. Just make sure everything's clean, there's no cracks. Just have a quick check over. I mean, I think another thing, it's possible, I've never had a problem, but these could crack, I suppose, so you couldn't get them in and out. But they look all right. Checking in the pins as well to make sure they're nice and clear, no dirt in them, and just looking at it, you know, visually, just to see it's not. Sometimes if the battery went, I've never had a problem with these batteries, but sometimes if you know it's going to go, it starts to get fat. But looking at that, that's fine. Put it away until the next time. So I'm just taking this one out as well, because yet again, I'm just checking these. I've seen them on other batteries. I think it was the Mini 3 or the Mini 4. Some of the batteries there were starting to crack across there, but mine's fine. Did you notice that mistake I made? I picked up the wrong goggles. Anyway, I think these are pretty important as well, guys. We're checking over. Just make sure the antennas not loose or nothing like that, and just at the front there, because you've got these lenses at the front there, they've got no dirt on. Mine, be honest, mine looks pretty good for being out in all weathers, really. I did a video last year, I've just taken off the eye protection because you don't get this when you buy the goggles. I added this, you can get it on Amazon. I think it's called an eye shield. It doesn't cost a lot. It's because it's got a rubber inner there. Here in Spain, obviously because it gets really hot, and somebody said to me, well, don't sit out in the sun. Well, you can't help it sometimes, you have to sit out in the sun sometimes. Anyway, it used to sweat a lot, and when it starts to sweat, it starts to drip. So I got this. It's a fabric thing, and it's nice and comfortable as well. But one of the things I like about it, you get this eye protection thing, because I know when you take your goggles off sometimes, it's not a good idea to leave it in the sun. I will be honest, one of the things that I do have a problem with is the lenses are pretty dirty. So they definitely will need a clean. But other than that, just general looking about, you know, the buttons are fine. And I suppose looking at this part here, that could get dirt in there as well. So we're going to do a quick whip over of this. The head straps is fine. It's not, you know, it's not got any cuts and not worn, whatever that. It's nice and stretchy. Air duster. And we're just going to go over a couple of the joints, especially around this bit here. And I've got some vents up there as well. They're all right. They're nice and clean as well. You got some. I don't know if you know that. You got the vents there. But I do know for definite that in here, my lenses need a clean. So I think getting one of these is a good idea. And what I'll do also, I'll just get a bit of cloth in there as well, and give that a quick rub around. Also, another thing worth having, if you've got a little cleaning kit, it don't cost much. This is for my camera gear. You've got a bit of a lens cleaner there as well, because you do get grease on it. So I'm just going to put some in there as well. Just a quick dab, and then just give that a quick wipe. So it's just general cleaning, guys, and it's something I don't do a lot, to be honest, but I thought it's worth making this video. So that's all done. So I can safely say that that's okay. Right, so my next thing is, obviously the main thing is the actual drone itself. Before I take the cover off, I think one of the most important things is these blades. Now, every time you go out, guys, make sure you check your blades, because you only need one little crack. And once one of those flies off, depending on where it is, you know, you could destroy your drone. I've done a few videos on the master air screw props. Have they made any difference? No, I don't think so. And the pitch noise to me is exactly the same. The only thing I love about it is they're nice and bright, and they do look a lot solid. I've had some cheapies. Not saying they made the drone any different. I mean, I've flown the drone on cheapie. The only thing I've mentioned before, when I've lost my drone or I'm out flying, that I can spot it. I've seen people put bumper things on there, and they got camera protectors, and they got like airplane things. Do you really need that? I mean, well, if you see my videos, I've crashed this quite a few times. It has got a camera protection there anyway. I know it's not that, you know, it's not completely protected, but this drone has had some really severe knocks. And I know these here have taken a fair old whack. Now, I'll be honest, I've tried it in manual. I just couldn't get on with it, guys. Unfortunately, I'm just back to normal flying with this. So I suppose if I was into flying it really fast, yeah, then maybe the protection things is a good idea. But I think if you're just generally flying this as a basic person, I think you don't need all that stuff. But hey, it'd be great to hear what your opinions are on that. Anyway, I've just removed the case. It's always worth checking the case, make sure it's got no cracks on it, because that does protect it while it's in its transit period. So my first thing, just looking at it, I've got hair on there. So I'm just gonna, it's probably what it is. It's probably grease. What I am gonna do, I am gonna put on a cleaner on that, because I expect it, well, even though it looks clean, it's probably got some grease on there. Another thing I don't tend to use hardly at all, even though I've done videos on it, I don't tend to use ND filters. And I would imagine that's another thing about when you're changing filters, you're going to touch the lens with your finger, that will leave a grease mark. That's that done. It's always worth just checking in there as well, just to make sure there's nothing got in there. Yeah. And just generally going around it, looking at it, considering it, you know, where I've been flying this drone, it's all looking pretty good. And just looking underneath to make sure there's no screws missing, because you've got a few screws about, and the actual frame's all fine. And that's it. Now, no doubt I have missed something. And if I have, guys, please add it below in the video, what you would do when you're cleaning your drone. But hopefully I've gone through the most important things. As always, hope you enjoyed the video, because there'll be another video coming very soon.